Governor Inslee is expected in Yakima today to understand and address some of the top issues facing the city. And after reports of bullying out of the West Valley School District, parents and community members want to know what the administration is planning to do.
And more chilly conditions throughout our areas with more sun and even colder conditions this weekend. I'll get you prepared.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to the weekend. It is Friday and I have a new problem.
Oh, what's your problem, Jason?
Well, it's so cold in the morning. I get all cozy at night.
Yes.
And I don't want to get out of bed.
I 100% agree, especially this morning was particularly rough.
And luckily, the coldest temperatures will be for our weekend, so we can just sleep through. It'll be great. Let's take a look outside. Good Friday, Riley. Good Friday, everyone.
Good Friday.
And we have very slow morning so far, and it is very chilly out there. We're still dealing with quite a bit of cold temperatures, so let's get to it. Look at this. We are right around that freezing mark, pretty much where we were yesterday, a touch less cool in Yakima, but still, folks, we are dealing with very chilly temperatures. Now, we're going to be, by this time tomorrow and Sunday, in the mid to lower 20s, so do get ready for even colder conditions on the way. We still have an alert day today. Again, we're just getting you ready for the first freezes of the fall, and it's going to continue into our next work week, so these chilly conditions will persist. We have plenty of sunshine today. Get ready for a very nice Friday indeed. Beauty-wise, light winds, just it is going to be a bit crisp, especially in your morning hours. Make sure you bundle up, and a little less condensation on my car. How's the condensation on your car, Riley, this morning?
There was a lot.
Okay, there was a lot. Okay, so give yourself a little extra time, and as we learned yesterday, please do not start your car and leave it unattended. It might get stolen, just like in Kennewick yesterday morning. Bitterly cold overnight, yet again tonight, well below average temperatures, and staying dry for the weekend. I'll get you ready for all of that, my first alert weather forecast that's coming up, but right now we're going to send it back to Riley.
Thank you, Jason. Washington Governor Jay Inslee is scheduled to be in the Yakima Valley today to talk about his Climate Commitment Act. Participants in a Department of Commerce pilot program to install solar panels and other energy upgrades in low-income households are set to meet with the governor. Also on the governor's itinerary is a tour of the Yakima Valley Crime Lab with a focus on clearing the state's evidence backlogs, as well as 2 housing facilities aimed at working with the homeless population to get connected to services. Commercial power developer Zeno Power has made a major step forward in its long-term project towards bringing more energy to space, after the project's first phase was completed at PNNL in Richland. Zeno Power's Z1 demonstration is the first commercial strontium-90 fueled heat source that has been built in nearly 40 years. The company works to harness that power of radioisotopes that have the potential to turn heat into electricity and supports major space and national security missions. The partnership with PNNL allows Zeno to use the use of its radiochemical processing lab. Now that the Z1 demo is complete, the next step is to develop and complete the heat source fabrication in 2024 and finally make it available to customers in 2025. The Yakima County Sheriff's Office is investigating a fatal crash after they say one man died after hitting a semi-truck in Sunnyside. Just after 1 p.m. on Tuesday, authorities say a car being driven by 25-year-old Junior Angiano was going east on Van Bell Road and entered the intersection at Bethany Road without stopping at the stop sign. Angiano crashed into a semi going south on Bethany Road. Authorities say he died at the scene. The driver of the semi was not hurt. Parents of students in the West Valley School District, along with members of the community, are expressing concerns about bullying. Several parents came forward at the September 26th board meeting saying they had concerns about bullying at West Valley Innovation Center and wanted to know how the school district was handling those complaints. According to one parent, her son received death threats and was repeatedly told to go kill himself. The school board president told the parents that they would look into the matter and update them at the October 10th meeting. Later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll hear from parents and caregivers who spoke out at that meeting, as well as how the school board responded. Normally tonight is the night where everyone heads out to a local high school football game, but some schools have been forced to play on Thursday nights due to a referee shortage. Royal High School played host to Connell last night, and while it's a bit unusual to have a game on Thursday, this isn't the first time Connell has had to adjust, and according to the athletic director, they've been able to make it work without too much disruption to the students.
It's happened to us again 3 times this year because I think it's just kind of the luck of the draw of that week where we were playing. The games that we have had moved, one was a home game, and the other one, well, Luke is only 45 minutes down the road, 50 minutes down the road, so it wasn't a terribly late night. For us tonight, it actually works out perfect because we don't have school today or tomorrow.
Coming up later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll hear from Royal High School's assistant principal about how he started refereeing games and how you can get involved as well. Washington State and Oregon State are strengthening their case in the lawsuit against the Pac-12. WSU and OSU are claiming that Pac-12 Commissioner George Kliavkoff's response to the schools planning to leave suggests the departing members don't have the right to make decisions on the future of the conference. In Whitman County court filing, Washington State and Oregon State are saying that they should be the only ones to decide what happens to the Pac-12 and its assets. WSU and OSU are the only conference members that have not announced intentions to shift conferences. A hearing is scheduled for November 14th in Whitman County. The Kennewick Public Market is inviting the community out for a Halloween bash this weekend. It's a Socktober charity event, providing a safe indoor space for the public to celebrate this weekend. At this charity event, if you purchase a pair of socks or shoes at Hot Deals Liquidation in the public market, they're going to match all donations. The whole market is decorated and ready for indoor trick-or-treating. There will be a bounce house, axe throwing, pumpkin painting activities, a costume contest on Saturday, and a blindfolded chocolate eating contest on Sunday, just to name a few of the activities. The market, which opened last summer, is also now in its stage 2. The public market is located at 10 East Bruno Avenue, Building C in Kennewick. And there's going to be some Halloween fun at WSU Tri-Cities tonight. Billed as a family-friendly event, Tri-Cities Halloween Fest and Movie Night will offer trick-or-treats and activities from 6 to 8. Tonight's film, Scooby-Doo the Movie, is set to start rolling at 8 outside of Collaboration Hall at WSU Tri-Cities campus in Richland. The Richland Fire and Emergency Services Department Operation Warm is heating back up after a hiatus due to COVID. The program helps elementary schools in Richland give coats to kids whose families may not be able to afford one. This year, the program collected over 1,000 coats to give to several schools, with Jefferson Elementary the first on the list.
We go out and we get donations from local businesses here in the city of Richland, and with that money that we get, we go out and we purchase coats for kids that need them. The way we select the children is we go through the schools that use the most government-assisted lunches, and then we start off with them. Jefferson Elementary was number 1 on the list.
The kids got a new coat for the winter season and were able to pick their own style or colors. Animal shelters and rescues are at full capacity all over the Tri-Cities. There's one in Kennewick that needs your help. The Benton County Canine Rescue has fallen almost 6 months behind on picking up strays due to the fact that few are adopting animals at the moment. The shelter is offering affordable adoption fees that include a spay or neuter, a collar or harness, and a bed, and even a bag of dog food.
Our adoption fees are $95. Most animal control facilities will be on the lower scale of adoption fees. Reason being is because since we're budgeted, we can afford to lower those prices.
The Benton County Canine Shelter is located at 1116 Grant Place off of Canal in Kennewick. If you're interested in adopting or fostering an animal, don't hesitate to call the local shelters. Apple Valley News Now and Windermere Group 1 have partnered with the Benton Franklin Humane Society to showcase all of the great animals in their care. The Humane Society is hosting their biannual Operation Best Friend adoption event today from 11 to 4 p.m. at their shelter. You'll be able to meet their team, tour the shelter facilities, and possibly meet your new best friend. We'll return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at the weather.
It's another chilly morning, folks, as we have our final Friday of October. I'm going to get you ready for your very chilly weekend coming up. That's in my First Alert weather forecast.
We may look forward to the extra hour of sleep when we fall back for daylight savings time, but new medical studies show that the adjustment may affect your health. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Does your bath or shower need a remodel? Bathfitter can do it all. We'll remove your existing fiberglass tub or shower and replace it with a custom-crafted shower or soaker tub. All made in America at our state-of-the-art factory. We rebuild your walls with new drywall and install a custom-made tub or shower with seamless walls in as little as 1 day. All work is guaranteed and built to last. Call your locally owned Bathfitter store now to book your free in-home estimate or visit bathfitter.com.
Since 1975, the Tri-Cities Food Bank has been meeting the need of the hungry here in our community, 40% of which are children. Yokes and McCurley, they do this food drive, which we count on every year. When people go and buy a car there, they are supporting the Tri-Cities Food Bank, and we can never say thank you enough.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from Mercedes-Benz of Tri-Cities.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
ET and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, it's almost time for that time change, and that could be a literal headache. Most of the U.S. falls back an hour when daylight savings time ends November 5th. An expert from the University of Southern California says it's hard on the body. He says it's a good idea to have migraine drugs or painkillers on hand for headaches. Other issues include seasonal affective disorder and sleep cycle disruptions. To help, he suggests exercise, morning time outside, and light therapy. Well, a new study shows a few small food swaps could have a big impact on the environment. The lead author says food production causes about a fifth of the world's greenhouse gases. She suggests swapping beef for chicken, juice for fruit, and cow's milk for non-dairy options. She adds changing a few servings a week would help the environment improve your health. The study says universal adoption of its recommendations would have a much larger impact. It estimates that could cut the U.S. dietary carbon footprint by about a third. The authors are from Stanford, Harvard, and Tulane. The study is out Thursday in the journal Nature Food. Coming up, a new development in the case investigated into the pilot who is accused of trying to cut off the engines while the plane was in the air. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. Let me get you ready for your weekend. It is here, everyone. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
If If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
If people don't have a personal experience with hunger, they're not sure who our neighbors in need are. It ranges from babies all the way up to elders. So the Hometown Food Drive is an annual collaborative event that our food bank and so many others have come to really rely on because we're able to serve so many more people. What you drive can drive change in the community.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Chevrolet.
Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching.
Another fatal crash on
Alyssa Warner. She graduated from Walla Walla University, worked her first TV news job in Spokane, and brings the news home to you each night on Apple Valley News Now.
It's just one way Apple Valley News Now is on your side.
She's local and on your side.
Next live, Kyle Richards from Real Housewives and Caroline Ray. Plus, Live's Halloween show is coming.
And here comes the broom.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership-only savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. Our savings book is packed with 16 pages of everything you need for fall here in the Northwest. Stock up for the holidays with baking and pantry essentials. Save on small appliances and housewares. Plus find great savings in sporting goods, pet supplies, and more. Find it for less in our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
I think they like each other.
I'm Charles. Lunch?
Vanessa, I like lunch.
Give in to deliciousness. Buy one craveable classic and get another one for $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Oh, we've made it to the weekend. Another chilly morning this morning. And yes, it's another First Alert Weather Alert Day. Overnight freezing again overnight tonight. And it's going to get even cooler for our overnight periods as we move into our weekend. And that's going to be through at least next week, as we're not seeing much variance in our weather for the next couple of days. Little bits and pieces of shower activity rumbled through Hermiston in the form of rain, but very chilly rain. A little bit of snow just to the south of Pendleton. Moving on, again, you could see just the quickest of showers this morning, but most likely things are going to be staying dry, and they're going to continue to be dry into much of our weekend as we see those clouds get out. Look at all those clear skies. Again, no clouds means no holding in heat from the day before, and that's going to continue well into our Sunday and parts of our next work week. Those showers could return as we get to next week, so we're keeping an eye on that. And we have a chilly weekend ahead. Look at all of this cool air coming in from the north, and it's just going to continue to churn in. So chilly conditions are going to be with us for some time, so just get ready for it. But it is not as bad in the red. They are expected to be 35 to 40 degrees below their average for this time of year. We're only about 10 to 15. So that is some good news, I guess. So right now, mostly in the 30s, a little bit less cool in Hermiston. We're right by that freezing mark in Ellensburg. So again, bundle up as you're heading out the door. Our temperature trend, we are remaining right below, well below our average, about 11 or so degrees, and that is going to be persistent for the week ahead. We could see a tad bit of warmer temperatures as we get to next weekend. We're keeping a close eye on that, but really we're kind of in this stable system that is just very, very chilly. So wind speeds, they're going to remain more or less light today. Could see around 10-mile-per-hour winds, but we do expect to see things quite chilly. And again, we're going to be seeing light winds for about the week ahead. Maybe a little bit of variance next week, but really no wind events on the way. Let's take a look at those highs, mid to upper 40s for Ellensburg, Yakima, Toppenish. Over in the mid-Columbia, mid to upper 40s. And again, we're going to be seeing mid to upper 40s for the week ahead at least. Speaking of which, here's our 7-day forecast, and we're in those upper 40s until we get to around 50 degrees next week. Could see a little bit of shower activity latter part of our next week. For Halloween itself, 49 and partly cloudy, looking to stay dry with the kitties and the jack-o'-lanterns. Overnight lows, overnight tonight into tomorrow, mid-20s. Overnight Saturday night, lower 20s. So it's going to stay very cold for your weekend. Tri-Cities area, overnight lows will be in the mid-20s, 47 and partly cloudy for your Halloween. And again, maybe some showers showing up on Thursday, but we're going to be in those upper 40s for the Tri-Cities for the week ahead. Plenty of sunshine for your weekend. All right, for today, highs mid to upper 40s, staying dry except for a little bit of shower activity this morning in Hermiston. That'll move along very quickly. And as we get into our weekend, dry, highs in the mid to upper 40s. Again, mid to upper 40s for the week ahead. Overnight lows, though, mid to lower 20s this weekend.
An attorney for the off-duty Alaska airline pilot who is accused of trying to shut off a plane's engines mid-flight says he was not under the influence at the time of the incident. On Thursday, 44-year-old Joseph Emerson made his first federal court appearance in Oregon on a charge of interfering with a flight crew. His attorney says he was not under the influence of intoxicants when he boarded the flight and that Emerson was not suicidal or trying to hurt others. Court filings in the state case against Emerson indicate while in custody this week, he told an officer he took magic mushrooms 48 hours before the incident on Flight 2059. Emerson also faces 84 state charges of attempted murder. On Thursday, Emerson waived his right to a preliminary hearing in his federal case. An arraignment is scheduled for November 22nd.
He is grateful for their timely and heroic actions, and especially with the flight attendants, they were very kind and they were very understanding. We would also like to say that, and he would like to reiterate that he had no intention to harm himself or anybody on the airplane when he acted.
Alaska Airlines has since relieved Emerson of his duties and service indefinitely. A district judge in Idaho has denied a request to dismiss a grand jury indictment in the Brian Kohberger case. Kohberger is the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students in an off-campus home in November of last year. His defense argued that there was an error in the instructions to the grand jury, saying it was misled as to the standard of proof required for an indictment. The judge said he was constrained by settled Idaho law and that the request would have to be brought to a higher court. Kohberger faces 4 first-degree murder counts. Not guilty pleas were entered on his behalf. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, toy maker Mattel is releasing a new series of Barbies based on the most popular television shows in the last few years.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, Open 7 days a week.
Welcome back to Sam's Hot Takes. What's hot now? Spectrum One Stream. It's internet, unlimited mobile, advanced Wi-Fi, and this Zumo Streambox free with Spectrum TV. It makes searching for shows and movies across live TV and streaming apps easy. It's streaming simplified.
Get internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Plus add Spectrum TV and get a free Zumo Streambox for 12 months. Call 833-788-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a Spectrum store today.
This is Apple Valley Eats.
Hey there, it's Kara here from the Bistro. I wanted to share with you our tuna tacos and our shrimp tacos. These are our version of the fish tacos, and we're all trying to make healthier decisions with our eating. These fish tacos and shrimp tacos are delicious. The first thing we want to do is get a little oil down on the grill or butter. I'm using an olive oil, canola oil blend, and then we're going to stack our tortillas just about a minute on each side. So I am using a 26-30 size on the shrimp. And then I'm going to season them pretty generously with an Old Bay style seasoning. Now we're going to turn the shrimp. We're going to come back to our tortillas. You want to put a little bit of cabbage on the bottom. I'm going to pull them off the grill. Now we're going to add pico de gallo. And then we top with our chipotle sauce. And then we rough chop some cilantro and finish with that. They're light but filling and full of flavor. About a year and a half ago at the Bistro, we brought in a tap cooler and have beer available on tap. Make sure when you're ordering lunch and dinner that you pair a delicious local beer that we have here on tap.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
All right, Riley. Barbie is scoring goals with its new dolls. Parent company Mattel is selling 3 dolls inspired by characters from the hit show Ted Lasso. One, well, of course, is the titular character, Ted Lasso. There he is, played by Jason Sudeikis, the head coach of the English Premier League team, AFC Richmond. Also is, go ahead, Riley, who else is there?
Then there's Rebecca Welton, played by Hannah Waddingham. The owner of AFC Richmond wears a satin blouse, tailored slacks, and black stilettos. And finally, everyone's favorite public relations consultant, Keely Jones, played by Juno Temple. Her doll dons a pink dress, gold heels, and a black faux fur cape.
All right. I think these dolls are 2 years too late.
Would you say so?
Yes, the show is over. The third season was not as even close as good as season 1 and 2. So I think a little bit too late. But you know, hey, I could be dead wrong. And
I've heard a lot of good things about the show.
It's fantastic. The first 2 seasons are some of the best television ever, besides, of course, Good Morning Northwest. But season 3, it just doesn't hold a candle to season 1 or 2.
Gotcha.
And it ended kind of weird.
Would you recommend watching it?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. I'll have
Run,
to check it out.
don't walk to watch it. All right, folks, quick look outside. I'm going to get you ready for your weekend. It's going to be chilly. That's coming right up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, the search continues for a U.S. Army reservist accused of fatally shooting 18 and injuring 13 people in Lewiston, Maine. Meanwhile, the U.S. is deploying troops to the Middle East as the Israeli-Hamas war escalates.
In today's Tech Bites, an AI update is coming to Google Maps. The AI-powered features include immersive view for routes, which offers a multi-dimensional look at your trip. There are easier-to-follow directions and enhanced search results, making Maps perform a lot more like a Google search. Next, Meta's Threads now has built-in options for posting GIFs and polls. Users can post a GIF by using the button in the Post Creation window, and they can add up to 4 polls to a post and control who can respond. The polls will stay open for 24 hours. Finally, Sony says there should be plenty of PlayStation 5s to go around this holiday season. A top executive claiming retailers around the world will be fully stocked with consoles for the first time ever. That follows several years of shortages when many players could not find any to buy. I was sad when I couldn't get a PS5. No one could console me. Those are your Tech Bites.
the difference for women, children, and families hungry for a better future. Care.org. Support today to feed tomorrow.
On your period, sudden gushes happen. Say goodbye gush fears thanks to Always Ultra Thins with rapid dry technology that absorbs 2 times faster. Hello, clean and comfortable. Always fear no gush.
Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
The U.S. Senate has officially approved an amendment that would make it easier for military veterans with mental illness to purchase and carry firearms. This comes as authorities in Maine continue the search for a mentally ill Army reservist accused of fatally shooting 18 people and injuring 13 more.
And more chilly conditions throughout our areas with sunshine on the way, but even cooler conditions this weekend. I'll get you prepared.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to the weekend. Very excited. And it's the last weekend of October.
Is it really? It was very gloomy last night.
Was it?
As I looked out the window, there was a lot of cloud coverage in the Tri-Cities. It was darker earlier than I thought it should have been, maybe. It was just gloomy.
Well, I'm sorry, but you know, it's let's call it spooky because
I'll call it spooky. It wasn't a bad gloomy.
We're getting close to Halloween. I love it when the clouds kind of move in front and behind the moon. Well, not behind the moon. The clouds would have a tough time, but you know, it comes in and out. I just love that kind of spooky look at this time of year. Of course, by November 1st, I'm going to say it's gloomy. Let's take a look outside. Let's get you ready for the day. A few folks out on the highway, but pretty calm morning though. We're seeing just a hint of shower activity going through the Hermiston area this morning. And here's our temperatures. Luckily, it's above the freezing level in Hermiston. We are right around the mid, pretty much 30s throughout our areas. And we're going to continue to see these cool conditions, even cooler tomorrow. Overnight freezing is expected for all of our areas through next week at least. So another alert day, just getting you ready for the first freeze of the year. And Yakima, you're going to be seeing plenty of sunshine today, tomorrow, and Sunday. It's going to be gorgeous, not much wind either. So highs mid to upper 40s for all of our areas. And we're going to be sticking in those mid to upper 40s for the next couple of days, if not for the week ahead. So temperature-wise, what you see is what you're going to get. And again, plenty of sunshine for your weekend, maybe a little bit of shower activity latter part of our next work week, but looking to stay dry. So bitterly cold temperatures overnight, even cooler overnight tonight, overnight Saturday, and overnight Sunday. Well below average temperatures for our highs and staying dry for the weekend. I'll get you ready for all of that, my first alert weather forecast that's coming up. But right now, I'm going to send it back to Riley.
Thank you, Jason. Wednesday, the Senate approved an amendment that would make it easier for veterans with mental illness to bypass background checks when buying weapons. It's a sign of how little appetite there is for gun control legislation in Congress at the moment. The measure is attached to a package of annual spending bills that hasn't passed the Senate yet, but could next week. 3 Democrats joined Republicans in supporting the amendment, as did independent senators Angus King and Kyrsten Sinema, who caucus with Democrats.
I stand by keeping private information private. The Kennedy Amendment was about a fiduciary taking away Second Amendment rights. That's what that was about. And if we're going to take away Second Amendment rights, it needs to be done by a court, not by a fiduciary, not by some bureaucrat in an agency.
King is the former governor of Maine, where more than a dozen people were killed and dozens of others were injured in a mass shooting Wednesday evening. The suspect in the case is an Army reservist who reported mental health issues in the past. And now to that ongoing manhunt for the suspect in the latest mass shooting in America. Law enforcement searching the woods and waterways for 40-year-old Robert Card, the suspect accused of killing 18 people and wounding 13 more at a bowling alley and a bar in Lewiston, Maine. Police have collected more evidence in this tragedy, giving insight into the suspected killer's actions. ABC's Ike Joji is in Lewiston, Maine with more.
Overnight, investigators appearing no closer to catching Robert Card, the Army reservist wanted for the deadly mass shootings in Maine. Heavily armed police surrounding a home associated with Card Thursday night. Loud bangs ringing out through the neighborhood as police shouted for Card to surrender. ABC's Aaron Katursky was there.
And a number of tactical vehicles and troops come in, drones, helicopters, and our reporters there heard calling out commands to say, come out, calling the suspect by his name. And the suspicion was that they may have had him surrounded.
But nearly 2 hours later, most of the SWAT teams leaving the property. Police say Card opened fire at a bowling alley and nearby restaurant in the small city of Lewiston Wednesday night, killing 18 people and injuring 13. ABC News learning Card's sister told investigators she thought her brother may have been going after an ex-girlfriend at the bowling alley. 2 counties still under shelter-in-place advisories this morning. Schools and businesses are closed as far as 50 miles from the shooting scenes.
Everybody's scared. I mean, nobody is used to having a shooter in Maine.
According to sources, investigators finding a suicide note at Card's home addressed to his son. It did not provide a motive for the rampage, but contained bank information and what are described as rantings. Card this past summer was treated at a mental health facility after reportedly hearing voices and allegedly threatening to attack a National Guard facility. It appears Card was...
Tensions are in the Middle East are on the rise, and so is the death toll in Gaza as the war between Israel and Hamas escalates. There's calls for Israel to allow aid into Gaza. The U.S., meanwhile, is boosting its presence in the region. Roughly 900 American troops are being deployed to the Middle East to provide more protection for U.S. forces and interests overseas, according to the Pentagon. The deployed forces are coming from Fort Bliss, Fort Sill, Fort Liberty, and Fort Cavazos. Israeli military officials say they are preparing for a ground offensive against Hamas following the militant group's fatal attacks on Israel earlier this month.
Approximately 900 troops have subsequently deployed or are in the process of deploying to the U.S. Central Command area of responsibility. I can confirm that they are not going to Israel and that, again, they are intended to support regional deterrence efforts and further bolster U.S. force protection capabilities.
This latest conflict between the Israelis and Palestinians has caused more than 1,400 deaths in Israel and nearly 6,000 in Gaza since the start of the war, according to officials from both sides. Some leaders of the European Union are calling for a humanitarian pause in the war so that much-needed aid can be brought into Gaza. The United Nations says aid efforts are hindered by a lack of fuel in Gaza, while Israeli officials say Hamas is controlling the supplies. ABC News has been unable to verify the Israeli military's claim. The U.S. has carried out airstrikes in eastern Syria at 2 facilities linked to Iranian-backed militias. According to Pentagon officials, the strike targeted a weapon storage facility and an ammunition storage facility in retaliation. They say the facilities were used by Iranian forces to help carry out attacks on U.S. forces over the last few days. On Thursday, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said the strikes were in self-defense and they are separate from the ongoing conflict in Gaza. According to U.S. officials, there have been at least 16 attacks across Iraq and Syria against U.S. forces since October 17th. The last known U.S. strike against Iranian-backed militias in the region occurred in March. The military struck a facility it said was used by groups affiliated with Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. It's unclear of any casualties. Jason Valentine is here now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Another chilly morning, and we have sub-freezing temperatures expected for your weekend. Let me get you ready for that. My first alert weather forecast that's coming right up.
And when we come back, we'll give you a few last-minute Halloween ideas as we take a look at some of the major trends for this year's spooky season.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains
or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $3,500 total cash allowance on this Silverado with a Turbo Max engine. See your community Chevy dealers.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. I'm a local bee. I started painting houses, and here I am. So what do? We're a local painting company. We paint exterior, we do interior painting, and cabinetry as well. And we're here to take care of everybody, even the DIYers. And so why shouldn't you do this by yourself? Because of our combined 15 years of experience painting homes in the Tri-Cities area. So if you're interested in a free estimate, visit our website or call us at 509-591-8160.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Hi, Mo. I need your help. My humans were run off the road by a car that drove off. What should we do? The law says you have 72 hours to report it to law enforcement to make a claim on their insurance, so have them go do a police report? Thanks, Mo. You're the best, hun. I'll give Brumback and Autumn a call. That way, I can come see you.
Brumback and Autumn, Bulldog time.
Gather your ghoul friends for a extra good treat as these families compete to see who's best in shock. The Great Halloween Fright Fight, Sunday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with a stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen and action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man. It's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
Now you can get the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. US Cellular, built for us.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, Halloween is just days away, and if you're still planning on get together, let's see, if you're still getting your plan together, how about that? We'll give you a look at some of the trends for this Halloween season. The National Retail Federation says that Americans will spend more than $12 billion on Halloween this year, a new record. And if you're shopping for candy, be ready. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, candy prices are up about 13% this year, partially due to the shortage of cocoa. And the most popular costume this year, according to Google's Frightgeist search website, the clear number one is Barbie.
We had over 50 Barbie-related costumes this year and have added 20 new ones for 2023, and that's including Barbie Cowgirl, Rollerblade Barbie, and the Barbie box for women and girls. And we also have a bunch of stuff for Ken, too, and all the Kens.
If you're looking to go traditional, you're not alone. Google says after Barbie, the top costume searches are for old favorites: Princess, Spider-Man, Witch, and Fairy. Coming up, one of the 2 fishermen who have been missing since mid-October has been found off the coast of Washington. And we'll return with your first alert weather forecast. I'm going to get you ready for your weekend. It's Friday, everyone. Yay! I'll be back after this.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
What I want people to know about Numerica's involvement is that it's genuine and that we care.
That's why I work at a company that supports the community, because we're a part of it.
It's important to give back to the community you live in. I grew up needing help from the community, so for me to be able to give back has always been so special.
We are truly here to help, and we're passionate about it.
The 2023 Honda Accord is a car and driver 10 best. The Toyota Camry is not. In fact, Camry's only made the 10 best list 3 times, while Accord's made the car and driver 10 best list 37 times. More times than any other car. That means year after year, the American-built Accord blows Camry away. And right now, well-qualified buyers can get the Honda Accord with 2.9% APR financing. For details, see your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I.
The LG Wash Tower. Redefine laundry in half the space.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there, just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Oh, we've made it to the weekend. Hope you're having a good day so far, and hope you have a great weekend planned. Plenty of sunshine for it. Seeing a little bit of traffic there on the highway in Pasco, so getting you ready for, well, your Friday, and darn it, let's get to that weekend. So overnight freezing is the cause for our alert day to continue. Again, it's the first freeze of the year, of the fall. So do get ready for even chillier conditions on the way as we move into the next couple of days. So seeing a little bit of shower activity just slowly go through Hermiston, a little bit of snow going through Pendleton to the south. We have little bits and pieces of shower activity going through, but I doubt it's going to reach the ground, and even if it does, it'll be extremely light, and it's going to move on very quickly. Plenty of sunshine for all of our areas as we move into your Saturday and really mostly today and into your Sunday. But those clear skies means, some chilly conditions are on the way. And we're just continually getting that cool air pumping in from the north, and that's going to continue all weekend. If you look at the red zone, which includes much of Montana, they are 35 to 40 degrees below their average temperatures, so even cooler in those areas. Do be aware if you're traveling anywhere to the east. So temperatures right now, we are in the mid to lower to upper 30s, 33 for Ellensburg. So a very chilly morning. Please bundle up, but even cooler conditions are expected tomorrow at this time. So our highs, we're going to remain in the mid to upper 40s, at least for the week ahead. We're around a little more than 10 degrees off of our average for this time of year. So just get ready for chilly conditions to continue. My goodness. So wind speeds, we don't expect too much wind today, seeing a little bit getting into Connell, but we're going to continue to see light winds for the next couple of days, at least into our weekend and into our next work week. So again, could see 10-mile-per-hour winds at times today, but Light winds to persist for the next couple of days at least. Let's take a look at those highs, and we're in the upper 40s for Yakima, Toppenish, 44 for Ellensburg. Over in the mid-Columbia, mid to upper 40s. Mid-40s for the Blues. And folks, we're going to be staying at these temperatures for the next week ahead, most likely. Maybe breaching 50 by Wednesday and Thursday. Could see a little bit of shower activity latter part of our next work week, but there's the kitty on Jack-o'-lantern, and 49 for your Halloween, and partly cloudy skies. But do look at those overnight lows for Halloween, 27. So just make sure you include some bundling up into your costume this year. In the lovely Tri-Cities area, upper 40s, plenty of sunshine. Overnight lows mostly in the 20s. We finally get back to above the freezing level by Wednesday late night into Thursday, but that's due to more cloud coverage holding in that heat, and that'll be on November 1st. So for today, highs mid to upper 40s, plenty of sunshine. Just get ready for very chilly temperatures overnight tonight with lows in the 20s.
Off the coast of Washington, one of two missing fishermen who were aboard a vessel that disappeared in mid-October was found alive by a couple of Good Samaritans on Thursday. Madison Wade has the story.
A bright orange fleck bobbing on the horizon alerted a passing fishing boat. Someone might need help.
Yeah, I just saw something that looked like a life raft in the distance, and I see him waving his paddle around. And then he shot off a flare.
Ryan and his uncle John were out early with friends on a fishing excursion that turned into a rescue mission.
It was flat calm, so he could see him. He had his last flare. He lit it there. We'd already seen him by then, though.
When they got closer, they snapped this picture. The man inside that raft is a missing fisherman from Westport.
We pulled him on board, and he was just overwhelmed. Like, he gave me a big hug and started crying, so it was kind of emotional.
John says he was alone on the raft for 13 days. No food or water.
Yeah, he caught a salmon, he said. But the fishing gear that they have in the life raft, that's quite the story.
It was fate or divine intervention that sent John to the exact spot where the life raft was.
We made him breakfast, got some food, water in him. I think he drank 3 bowls of water right away. He ate a couple sandwiches. He was pretty hungry, the poor guy.
The U.S. Coast Guard initially searched, but eventually called off their search.
How he even lived through it was a miracle.
Help then arrived for the fishermen they found. The Canadian Coast Guard met up with John's boat to take the fishermen to the hospital.
There you go, buddy. Thanks a lot, guys.
With a wave and a thank you goodbye. Their rescue mission is over. A life once lost at sea, saved.
You can't make this up. It made our day.
Not only did you all help him, but you literally saved his life.
Yeah, I guess if you look at it that way, I don't think he would have lasted much longer out here, that's for sure.
The second fisherman who was aboard the vessel remains missing. When we come back, a soldier from Texas goes viral after he follows along with his daughter's cheer routine from the bleachers. That's coming up.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed. Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport, only at your local Ford dealer.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an electric vehicle from Overturf Kia, your EV headquarters. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Save over $4,200 on an all-electric Nero EV. Now $38,699. Or get 2.49% interest for up to 72 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Is Medicare planning the last thing on your list? If you're approaching retirement age, contact the professionals at Stand Fortier Insurance Services and get answers to all your Medicare insurance questions. Let Stand Fortier guide you through the Medicare maze. Stand Fortier Insurance Services, bringing clarity to the complex.
White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Bruno! Bruno!
Pup on the run? No problem. With 5 drive modes, Rogue makes this a walk in the park.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get a low $389 per month lease on Rogue or get 0% APR financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum.
Live better and love your home with the unique items and expert interior design you'll find only at Spencer Carlson. Our team of designers has given life to new construction and new life to remodeling projects for 30 years. With our personal approach, Spencer Carlson makes it so easy for you to enjoy the shopping and design experience. You'll love the process as much as you'll love the results. Spencer Carlson, unsurpassed furniture and design for life.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed. Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport only at your local Ford dealer.
Prosser Memorial Health now scheduling mammograms with your health and safety in mind.
All right, folks, let's head closer to home, and we have another chilly day today, but we do have ample sunshine throughout. 44 your high today for Ellensburg. So we head into the Yakima Valley, slightly warmer there. Again, a little bit of cloud coverage in your morning hours, then we'll see more sun as the day goes on in the mid-Columbia. Mid to upper 40s. Get used to those mid to upper 40s, at least for the week ahead. That'll be our highs. And in the lovely Blue Mountain region, Heppner and Pilot Rock, 41, but no, Athena, yes, is at 40. Boardman staying warm at 47. All of your first alert weather forecast coming up.
Well, when you think of a high school cheerleader, you might imagine a bouncing teen, but a soldier in Texas has won the internet for mimicking his daughter's cheer routine from the bleachers. CNN's Jeannie Moose reports on the #1 cheer dad.
Don't expect him to pop out of the huddle or strut by with a Temple High cheerleading squad. But on game day, this Army infantryman based in Texas can be found in the stands standing up for his favorite cheerleader. Andre Simmons went viral for cheering along with his daughter.
Did the military teach you those dance moves?
No, ma'am, they did not.
His 15-year-old daughter, Jaslyn, taught him.
Third down, Wildcat fan.
And now he's earned himself a nickname.
Oh, well, I'm #1 cheer dad. I am #1 cheer dad.
He's cheer dad of the century. He's a one-man pep rally, say fans. He says he does it to spend time with his daughter and make up for being away from his wife and 5 kids while on military duty.
Joining them in the things that they love.
And do they love it? They're not embarrassed, right?
At first, she was embarrassed.
But now she's totally into it. They maintain eye contact as he shows off his moves and she displays
a smile from ear to ear the entire time.
Cheering on the Wildcats, Dad has become a cool cat.
And then, hey, cat, let's go. You got it?
One more time.
There's nothing like an Army infantryman armed with pom-poms to cheer us up. Jeannie Moose, CNN, New York.
As a former cheerleader,
Okay.
myself, I would say he nailed it.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Quick look outside, everyone. Let's get you ready for what proves to be, or what will prove to be, a very chilly but beautiful